Hello everyone and welcome back to the gaming tier in Patreon. I have to be honest, it's been a little bit of a busy week as I have struggled to finish a few things and a bunch of stuff popped up that I wasn't expecting. So it definitely pushed back a lot of things that I wanted to have accomplished for today. So instead of what I was going to do, I am going to show you a little bit of gameplay of something called Baba Is You. It is an indie sort of puzzle game that is super cute. I am not incredibly far in the game. I'm hoping that I'll be smart enough to pass some of the levels so you can see what this game is like if you haven't looked at other streamers play it before. But maybe it'll give you a perspective into the game, and perhaps it will lead to a purchase down the road or a recommendation to somebody who might very much enjoy the title. So, we're just going to go straight into it. So this is Baba Is You. So we're gonna start up with my normal save. And as I said, I'm not very far in this game. I'm in sort of the second area, if you will. And this is the first area. So you start over here where it gives you the training necessary to sort of progress forward. So I'm not going to do the 0-0 level, but maybe I'll go through a couple of these just to show what this game is like. So these are your rule sets. These things right here. Wall means stop. It means I'm not going to be able to go anywhere because of that. Baba is you. I am this little Goomba right here. This is Baba. And above me is some conditions. And what we learn is this game doesn't give you the solutions. But what you learn is if you do this, suddenly the wall is not stop anymore. Now I can walk all over the place and come over here. So anything that has a border like this has to be the end condition. Is has to connect the two words or however many words it takes. And then the non-bordered background word is your thing that you're working with. So I cannot do win is flag. In these early levels, it is very much flag is win, and now it's shining, and I click on it and bam. Click on it, walk over it. Now you don't have to do these in order. The way they unlock will present you with a couple of different levels sometimes. So if you're stuck on one level, you can go and do the other one and start to figure it out. So flag is stop, similar to wall is stop. So this is training us that it doesn't just extend to walls, and we can be a wall. So to get out of this, obviously wall is not the flag anymore. Flag is not stop. Wee hee hee. And wall is you. So we are a wall right now. And theoretically, this will work the same way as the previous level. And because the wall... Oh, I'm dead. And this is what I mean by you gotta be careful with what you do. Right, okay. We're gonna try. Now you can have a couple of modifiers with each of these puzzles. And you do, like, it will read both sides. And I've just won because I am the wall, and the wall is win. So this is what I mean by it. It makes you think a little bit outside of the box to do these levels. So I'm just gonna show you one more, hopefully be successful if I remember what is going on. So water is sink, and it's on the other side of the wall. And that means that I obviously can't go in the water. It kills us. So, because I've played a lot of, keyboard games like this, I can take the rock and get rid of the water. Now, rock is push, so that means currently I can move the rock. If I were to take that off push, if I do that way, it's no longer movable. So, you want to be mindful of that. So what we can do is flag is when it's not accessible. We don't have enough boulders to get there, which I would normally do in different games like Chips Challenge, which is a old callback. Maybe one day I'll show you guys Chips Challenge because it's such a great game. But I will employ the same principle as the last level. Rock is win. So now the rock is shining. Oh, maybe I should take off the pushing variable. And now I have won the level. Some of the levels are much more challenging, and I'll go to one of the levels that I'm on. Did I? Hold on a moment. Right, because I was in the lake before, so I just opened up this new area. So there are a few new principles. And hopefully we'll figure this out. Alright, so lots of variables. Roses are red, violets are blue, flag is win, Baba is you. That is super cute. Super cute. Now, what this tells me is I'm gonna need to move some stuff around. Yep. Alright, so. Oh, I killed myself, didn't I? Man, I hate when that happens. Why did that not... Okay. Apparently... this is not a thing. Okay, so... I have the right idea, but the wrong thing. I think that is... You know what? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I am not yet sure what I need to do with this level. Because if every time we move one block in the row, it means that Baba is not assigned to an object or a creature or anything, making it impossible to win. Which is why it changes the music and it has that thing at the top to undo what you did or restart the level entirely. Okay, so I'm now thinking that perhaps what I need to do is move the is. Because again, I don't need to have the rose is red or the violet is blue or whatever. What I do need is for one of those things to be a win condition. And again, because this is not bordered, it means that I have to make sure Alright, so now I'm the roses. And because I'm the roses, I can now walk on myself. There we go. Not bad, not bad at all. Now, I'm surprised that that didn't actually open up anything there, so we must carry on this way. And we'll see if I can figure out this level, and then we will sort of call it for showing off yet another game in this Patreon tier. And I apologize again for last week. Okay, so rock is push, flag is win, Baba is you, wall is stop, Baba is float. Well, even if we put rock as win, we are not going to be able to touch it because we're floating in the air. Right? And I cannot do like a rock, like a float is rock, because again, it is a very basic way of understanding what objects have what actions. I mean, hold on a second, I can just do Baba is win. Because this isn't fully restricted by a wall, you can simply take it off the wall. The moment I put it against that side edge, though, I am not able to pull it off the wall. So you've got to make sure that anything that you do is not going to screw anything up. So, that gave us a couple more flowers. And we will take a look at the, oh, this is bigger. Alright, so there's a lot more variables. So Baba is melt, and Baba is you, and float. So I can theoretically die. Oh, because I'm floating, I can go across the water. Water is hot, which would kill me normally. Skull is defeat, and the skulls are floating, which means I have to make myself not float. But if I do that, that also means that I can't cross the water. Alright. And I like how they very cleverly put flag is win behind the flag and the skulls. That's a nice touch. Now there is nothing that I can push into these blocks to take the place of another. And it makes no sense to attach it to melt. Alright, what I was just thinking is, if I move the float variable into the water, it's going to melt or stop the water or something. If I then take the and across, assuming it lets me, theoretically I can push the and into one of... Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. If this works... Damn it. Yeah. Okay. If it filled the water and I could walk across, because the skulls are floating and I'm on the ground, I could just walk underneath it. Which I think is the purpose of this level, is to walk underneath the skulls. It's just a matter of then figuring out how you cross the water. Alright, I shall have to think on it at another point in time. But I will be starting up a mini news feed, if you will. Maybe not a news feed, but talking a little bit about gaming news in this gaming tier about, you know, stuff that happens during the week. And it's just going to be short little videos. I'm intending on doing up some overlays for it to keep you guys informed of various different things in the gaming community. So if you have some ideas each week, let me know of different reports and articles and things that you see, and there's a chance that I will talk about those items on the next Patreon video. And just brief thoughts. I don't want that to be too long. And we'll sort of go from there, and I've got more exciting gameplay coming up for you guys, other games that I want to show off and play. And if you have suggestions or thoughts, things you want to see, let me know, and I'm willing to take a look at what I can do to fulfill those things. So, you guys, as always, have a fantastic day. I love your faces. Please be safe and wear your damn masks. I love you all.